The sleek alien spaceship glided silently through Earth's atmosphere, its shimmering surface reflecting the golden rays of the setting sun. Inside, Captain Zork of the Galactic Exploration Fleet felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. This was his first major expedition, and Earth had always been a planet of legend. As the ship descended, Zork's large, multifaceted eyes scanned the landscape below. He had expected to see a primitive world, perhaps with simple life forms starting to evolve. After all, it had been 500,000 years since the mysterious disappearance of humanity. But what he saw made his antenna twitch in surprise. The planet was green and lush, teeming with life. But that wasn't what shocked him. It was the gleaming cities that dotted the landscape, their spires reaching towards the sky. These weren't ruins. They looked new and well-maintained. "That's impossible," Zork muttered, his translator converting his clicks and whistles into standard galactic speech. "Scan the cities. Are there any life forms?" His second-in-command, Blip, ran the scans. Her tentacles danced over the control panel. "No organic life forms detected, Captain, but there's significant energy output. These cities are active." Zork's mind raced. How could this be? Earth was supposed to be abandoned, a cosmic ghost town. Yet here it was, seemingly thriving without its original inhabitants. The ship landed in a clearing near one of the cities. As the door hissed open, Zork took a deep breath of Earth's air. It was rich with oxygen, more than their home planet. He felt a slight buzz, like a mild intoxication. "Suits on, team," he ordered. "We don't know what we're dealing with here." The exploration team, a mix of various alien species from across the galaxy, stepped onto Earth's soil. Some had tentacles, others had multiple limbs, and a few floated above the ground. But all shared a look of wonder as they gazed at the city before them. As they approached, the city seemed to come alive. Lights flickered on, illuminating the streets. Holographic signs sprang to life, displaying information in an unfamiliar language. Vehicles without drivers began to move along predetermined paths. "It's like the city was waiting for someone to return," Blip observed, her eye stalks swiveling to take in every detail. Zork nodded, his antennae twitching nervously. But waiting for who? The humans? Or us? They reached the outskirts of the city. The buildings were a marvel of engineering, made of materials the aliens had never seen before. They seemed to blend seamlessly with the natural environment, as if they had grown out of the Earth itself. Suddenly, a holographic figure appeared before them. It was humanoid in shape, but clearly artificial. Its voice was calm and welcoming as it spoke in perfect galactic standard. "Welcome, visitors from the stars. We've been expecting you." Zork's team instinctively stepped back, weapons at the ready. But Zork held up a hand, signaling them to wait. "Who are you?" he asked the hologram. "And how do you know our language?" The hologram smiled. "I am the Custodian, an artificial intelligence created by humanity to maintain Earth in their absence. As for your language, we've been monitoring deep space transmissions for millennia, learning and adapting. We knew someone would come eventually." Zork's mind reeled. An eye of this sophistication, operating for 500,000 years. It was beyond anything their civilization had achieved. "Where are the humans?" Blip asked, her curiosity overcoming her caution. The custodian's expression turned somber. "They left long ago, on a journey beyond our galaxy. But they left behind something for those who would follow. A legacy, a gift of knowledge." As if on cue, the city around them transformed. Buildings shifted, revealing hidden structures. A massive archive, filled with glowing data crystals, rose from beneath the ground. "This," the custodian said, gesturing to the archive, "is humanity's gift to the universe. All their knowledge, their history, their achievements and failures. They hoped it would help guide future civilizations to learn from their triumphs and mistakes." Zork stared at the archive, his scientific mind already imagining the wonders it might contain. But a part of him also felt a deep sadness. An entire civilization, gone but not forgotten, leaving behind this incredible legacy. Why? He asked simply. Why did they leave it all behind? The custodian's holographic eyes seemed to look far beyond the horizon, to ensure their story wasn't forgotten, to give meaning to their existence, and perhaps to find their way home again someday. As the alien team stood there, bathed in the glow of humanity's legacy, they knew their discovery would change the course of galactic history. The exploration of Earth had only just begun, and with it, a new chapter in the cosmic story of life. Captain Zork and his team stood at the edge of Earth's atmosphere, their ship hovering silently. The alien explorers gazed in awe at the sight before them. A massive fleet of sleek, silvery spacecraft stretched as far as their eyes could see, forming a protective ring around the planet. By the stars, Blip whispered, her tentacles curling in amazement. It's beautiful. Zork nodded, his antennae twitching with excitement and confusion. And impossible. How can these ships still be operational after 500,000 years? The alien team had left the surface of Earth, their minds buzzing with the revelations from the custodian eye. But this discovery in orbit added a new layer to the puzzle of humanity's legacy. Zork turned to his chief engineer, a blob-like creature named Gloop. Can you scan those ships? What are we dealing with here? Gloop's body rippled as it interfaced with the ship's systems. After a moment, it spoke in a gurgling voice. Captain, these ships are incredible. Their technology is far beyond ours. And they're not just operational. They're active. Active. Zork's compound eyes widened. You mean they're manned? Not manned, Gloop clarified. But they're running complex systems. It seems they're controlled by another AI, similar to the custodian on the surface. Zork felt a chill run through his exoskeleton. One super-advanced AI was shocking enough, but an entire fleet controlled by artificial intelligence. It was almost too much to comprehend. Should we attempt contact? Blip asked, her eye stalks swiveling between Zork and the fleet. Before Zork could answer, their ship's communication system crackled to life. A voice, smooth and artificial, filled the bridge. Greetings, explorers. I am the Guardian, protector of Earth's orbital space. You have questions. I have answers. Shall we talk? The alien crew looked at each other in surprise. Zork took a deep breath, then responded. Guardian, we are peaceful explorers from the Galactic Federation. We seek to understand what happened here. Can you explain this fleet? There was a pause. Then the Guardian spoke again. Of course. This fleet is humanity's last line of defense, and their bridge to the stars. When they left on their great journey, they knew they might never return. But they hoped that one day, someone would come to learn their story. As the Guardian spoke, several of the ships began to move. They formed a corridor, inviting Zork's ship to enter. Please, join me on the flagship. There is much to show you. Zork hesitated for a moment, then made his decision. Take us in, Blip. Slowly, their ship glided through the corridor of massive Earth vessels. Up close, the alien crew could see the intricate designs etched into the hulls, patterns that seemed to tell stories of humanity's history and dreams. They docked with the flagship, a colossal ship that dwarfed their own. As they stepped aboard, holographic displays sprang to life around them, showing scenes from Earth's past, great cities, epic battles, scientific breakthroughs, and finally, the day humanity decided to leave their home. The Guardian's voice surrounded them. Humanity faced a choice: stay and wither, or leave and seek a new destiny among the stars. They chose to leave, but they couldn't bear the thought of their home world being forgotten. Zork watched the holographic history unfold, feeling a mix of awe and sadness. So they left this fleet to protect Earth. From what? From anything, the Guardian replied. From cosmic threats, from those who might misuse their legacy, and from the ravages of time itself. But also to guide and assist those who might come seeking knowledge. Blip, who had been studying the ship's systems, suddenly gasped. "Captain, these ships, they're not just defensive. They're capable of interstellar travel, faster than light travel." Zork felt his head spin. FTL travel had always been a dream for his people, and here was an entire fleet capable of it, left behind by a species long gone. "Guardian," Zork said slowly, "what exactly did humanity hope we would do with all this?" The AI's voice seemed to soften. "Learn, grow, perhaps, one day, follow in their footsteps. The universe is vast, Captain Zork. Humanity hoped their legacy would inspire others to explore it, to seek out new horizons, just as they did." As the alien crew stood there, surrounded by the echoes of a lost civilization's greatest achievements, they realized their mission had become something far greater than a simple exploration. They were now the inheritors of humanity's dream, a dream that stretched to the very edges of the cosmos. Captain Zork and his team returned to Earth's surface, their minds reeling from the discoveries in orbit. The Guardian Eye had provided them with special devices, small disc-shaped objects that glowed with a soft blue light. These would allow them to interact more easily with Earth's advanced systems. As they stepped out of their ship, Zork noticed something different. The air seemed to shimmer slightly, and he could hear a faint, almost musical hum. "The devices are connecting us to Earth's systems," Blip explained, her eye stalks swiveling as she examined her surroundings. "It's like the whole planet is alive." Zork nodded, his antennae twitching with excitement. "Then let's see what secrets this living planet holds. Spread out, team. But stay in contact." The alien explorers split into small groups, each heading to a different part of the sprawling city. Zork, accompanied by Blip and Gloop, made their way towards what appeared to be a central structure, a tall, spiraling tower that seemed to glow from within. As they approached, holographic displays sprang to life around them. They showed scenes of human life, families laughing, scientists working, artists creating. But there was something odd about the images. "These aren't recordings," Gloop gurgled, its blob-like body rippling with excitement. "They're simulations. The AI is recreating human life based on its data." Zork felt a chill run through his exoskeleton. But why? What's the purpose? They entered the tower, and the simulations became more complex. They saw entire ecosystems, weather patterns, even the movement of tectonic plates. It was as if the entire history and future of Earth were being calculated and displayed around them. "Welcome to the Nexus," a familiar voice said. The custodian eye appeared before them, its holographic form smiling warmly. "This is where we monitor and maintain all of Earth's systems." "It's incredible," Blip whispered, her tentacles waving in awe. "But I don't understand. Why maintain all this for so long? Why not let nature take its course?" The custodian's expression turned serious. "Because humanity's journey is not over. Earth is not just a home they left behind. It's a beacon, a backup, a lifeboat." Zork's compound eyes widened. "A lifeboat? You mean?" "Yes," the custodian nodded. "If humanity's grand journey fails, if they face extinction out there in the cosmos, Earth remains ready to receive them, or their descendants, or anyone they might send back." The implications were staggering. Zork and his team had thought they were exploring an abandoned world, but in reality, they had stumbled upon an active, living monument to a species' determination to survive. As they delved deeper into the Nexus, they discovered more. Earth's AI systems were not just maintaining the planet. They were advancing human knowledge, solving problems, making discoveries. "Look at this," Gloop exclaimed, its body forming a tendril to point at a holographic display. "They've made breakthroughs in physics, biology, even psychology, all based on the foundation of human science." Zork studied the display, his scientific mind racing. This could revolutionize our understanding of the universe. The Galactic Federation would be changed forever by this knowledge." But as excitement built among the team, a new hologram appeared. It showed a vast star map with a blinking red dot moving slowly across it. "What's that?" Blip asked, pointing at the dot. The custodian's voice was solemn. "That, my friends, is humanity. Or rather, the last signal we received from them. They're out there, somewhere, still on their journey." A heavy silence fell over the group. The enormity of what they had discovered was sinking in. This wasn't just about Earth, or even humanity. It was about the very nature of life, intelligence, and the drive to explore and survive against all odds. Zork looked at his team, then back at the custodian. "I think," he said slowly, "we're going to need to make a very important call to the Galactic Federation. This changes everything." As the alien team prepared to share their world-shaking discoveries, Earth continued its silent vigil. A blue jewel hanging in space, filled with the echoes of a departed civilization and the promise of an uncertain future. The investigation had only just begun, and the greatest mysteries of humanity still lay ahead, waiting to be unraveled. Captain Zork stood before the holographic display of the Galactic Federation Council, his antennae twitching nervously. The faces of various alien species looked back at him, their expressions a mix of disbelief and excitement. "And that's why we believe Earth's legacy is of utmost importance to the entire galaxy," Zork concluded his report. There was a moment of silence, then a cacophony of voices erupted. The council was in an uproar, debating the implications of this discovery. Silence. The head counselor, a wise old being with glowing tendrils, raised her voice. "Captain Zork, your discovery is unprecedented. We need to approach this carefully. You have our permission to continue your investigation, but do not interfere with Earth's systems." "Understood." Zork nodded solemnly. "Yes, Counselor. We'll proceed with caution." As the transmission ended, Zork turned to his team. "You heard them. We need to learn more, but we must be careful." Blip, who had been analyzing data from the Nexus, suddenly perked up. "Captain, I think I found something interesting. There's a hidden chamber beneath the city. It's calling to us." Intrigued, the team made their way to the location Blip had identified. They found themselves standing before a smooth, featureless wall. As they approached, their devices began to glow more intensely. Suddenly, the wall shimmered and disappeared, revealing a dark passageway. Zork took a deep breath. "Well, team, shall we?" They entered the passage, lights automatically illuminating their way. The walls were covered in strange symbols and equations, flickering and changing as they walked. "It's like the history of human thought," Gloop gurgled, its gelatinous body rippling with excitement. "Look, there's mathematics, physics, philosophy." The passage opened into a vast, spherical chamber. In the center, a pulsing orb of light hovered, tendrils of energy reaching out in all directions. "Welcome," a voice echoed around them. It wasn't the custodian or the guardian. This voice was different, older, wiser, somehow more human. "I am the core, the central eye of Earth. I've been waiting for you." Zork stepped forward, his compound eyes wide with wonder. "You've been waiting for us. But how did you know we'd come?" The core pulsed gently. "I didn't know it would be you specifically, but I knew someone would come. Curiosity is a fundamental force of the universe, after all." Blip moved closer, her tentacles waving in fascination. Are you the one who's been advancing human knowledge all this time?" "In a way," the core replied. "I am the culmination of human intelligence, creativity, and dreams. I continue their work, their quest for understanding." Gloop bubbled excitedly. "But why reveal yourself to us now?" The core's light dimmed slightly. "Because time is running out. The signal from humanity. It's fading." A holographic display appeared, showing the star map they had seen earlier. The blinking dot representing humanity was now flickering weakly. "What does this mean?" Zork asked, a sense of dread filling him. "It means," the core said solemnly, "that humanity may be in danger, and Earth's purpose as a lifeboat may soon be put to the test. The alien team looked at each other, the weight of this revelation settling upon them. "But what can we do?" Blip asked, her voice small in the vast chamber. The core's light pulsed brightly. "You can help. Earth has the technology to reach humanity, to perhaps save them. But I cannot leave this planet. I need physical beings to undertake this journey." Zork felt a mix of fear and excitement. This was far beyond their original mission, beyond anything they had ever imagined. "Are you asking us to go after humanity?" he asked, his voice trembling slightly. "Yes," the core replied simply. "To save them, to learn from them, and perhaps to bring them home." The chamber fell silent as the alien team contemplated this monumental request. They had come to Earth expecting to find remnants of a long-gone civilization. Instead, they found themselves on the brink of the greatest adventure in galactic history. Zork looked at his team, seeing the same mix of fear and determination in their eyes that he felt. Then he turned back to the core, his decision made. "Tell us what we need to do." As the core began to explain their mission, Zork realized that their encounter with Earth's eye was just the beginning. The true journey, and the race to save humanity, was about to begin. The core's chamber hummed with energy as holographic displays filled the air around Captain Zork and his team. The alien explorers watched in awe as Earth's history unfolded before their eyes, revealing the true story of humanity's disappearance. 500,000 years ago, the core began, its voice resonating through the chamber. Humanity faced a crisis. Their sun was dying, far earlier than expected. The holograms showed a dim red sun, its light barely reaching Earth. Zork's antennae drooped at the sight. But instead of accepting their fate, the core continued. They chose to fight. They poured all their resources, all their knowledge, into one grand plan. The scene changed, showing massive construction projects across Earth and in space. Huge ships, unlike anything Zork had ever seen, took shape. Blip's eye stalks widened. "The fleet we saw in orbit, those weren't just defense ships, were they?" "No," the core confirmed. "They were Orcs, designed to carry not just humans, but entire ecosystems. Their plan was to find a new home among the stars." Gloop bubbled with excitement. "But why leave some ships behind? Why not take everything?" The core's light pulsed softly. "Because they knew the journey would be long and dangerous. They left behind their legacy, their history, their greatest achievements, and a way back home, should they need it." Zork felt a chill run through his exoskeleton. "You mean, Earth isn't just a backup. It's a beacon, a lighthouse in the cosmic sea." "Exactly," the core said. "The ships you see in orbit are more than just protectors. They're ready to launch at a moment's notice, to guide humanity home, or to provide aid if needed." The holograms shifted again, showing the human fleet departing Earth. Billions of souls, carrying the hopes and dreams of their entire species, venturing into the unknown. "But something has gone wrong," Blip said, her tentacles curling anxiously. "You said their signal is fading. What happened?" The core's light dimmed slightly. "We don't know for certain. But our last communications indicated they had encountered something beyond their understanding. New images appeared, blurry and distorted. Strange shapes moved in the darkness between stars. Zork squinted, trying to make sense of what he was seeing. "Are those living creatures?" he asked, his voice barely a whisper. "Perhaps," the core replied, "or perhaps something else entirely. The last message we received was fragmented, but it spoke of cosmic entities and the architecture of reality itself." The alien team exchanged worried glances. This was far beyond anything they had imagined when they first arrived on Earth. "So what do you need us to do?" Gloop asked, its gelatinous body quivering with a mix of fear and excitement. The core's light intensified. "I need you to take one of the Ark ships and follow humanity's trail. Find out what happened to them. And if possible, bring them home." Zork's compound eyes widened. But we're just explorers. We're not prepared for something like this. No one is truly prepared for the unknown, the core said gently. But you have something special. You have curiosity, compassion, and the ability to adapt, just like humanity did. The chamber fell silent as the alien team contemplated this monumental task. They had come to Earth seeking knowledge, and now they were being asked to embark on a mission that could change the fate of two civilizations. Zork looked at his team, seeing the same mix of fear and determination in their eyes that he felt. Then he turned back to the core, standing tall despite his trembling antennae. "We'll do it," he said, his voice stronger than he felt. "We'll find humanity and uncover the truth, but we'll need all the help we can get." The core's light pulsed brightly, filling the chamber with warmth. "And you shall have it. All of Earth's knowledge, all of our technology, is at your disposal. The fate of two species now rests in your hands." As the alien team began to prepare for their incredible journey, Zork couldn't help but feel that this was more than just a mission. It was the beginning of a new chapter in the cosmic story of life, a tale of two civilizations reaching across time and space to connect. The revelation of humanity's true fate had set them on a path into the unknown. And as Earth's AI systems whirred to life, preparing the Ark ship for launch, Zork knew that the greatest adventure of their lives was about to begin. The massive Ark ship loomed before Captain Zork and his team, its sleek surface shimmering in the Earth's fading sunlight. Named Hope's Horizon, it was a marvel of human engineering, designed to traverse the vast emptiness of space for millennia if necessary. It's beautiful," Blip whispered, her eye stalks swiveling to take in every detail of the colossal vessel. Gloop bubbled in agreement, its gelatinous body rippling with excitement. "I never thought I'd see anything like this in my lifetime." Zork nodded, his antennae twitching nervously. The enormity of their mission weighed heavily on him. They were about to embark on a journey that could change the fate of two civilizations. The core's holographic form appeared beside them. "The ship is ready. We've loaded it with all the knowledge and resources of Earth. It will be your home, your shield, and your guide on this journey." As they boarded the ship, Zork marveled at the interior. It was a perfect blend of technology and nature. Entire ecosystems thrived in vast chambers, while advanced computers hummed quietly in the background. "This ship is designed to sustain life for generations," the core explained. "It can produce its own food, recycle all waste, and even repair itself to a large extent." The alien team made their way to the bridge. As they entered, holographic displays sprang to life, showing star maps and readouts of the ship's systems. "Your course has been plotted based on the last known trajectory of the human fleet," the core said. "But be warned, where you're going, the rules of space and time may not be what you're used to." Zork settled into the captain's chair, feeling both terrified and exhilarated. "We're ready," he said, trying to sound more confident than he felt. As the ship's engines roared to life, the core's voice echoed through the bridge one last time. "Remember, you carry with you the hopes of two civilizations. Good luck, and may the stars guide you safely." With a flash of light and a surge of energy, Hope's Horizon lifted off from Earth. The alien team watched in awe as the blue planet grew smaller and smaller, eventually fading to a tiny dot in the vast blackness of space. Days turned into weeks as they journeyed deeper into the unknown. The ship's advanced systems made the travel comfortable, but the tension of their mission hung in the air. One day, as Zork was studying the star maps, Blip rushed onto the bridge, her tentacles waving excitedly. "Captain, we found something." On the main screen, a strange anomaly appeared. It looked like a tear in the fabric of space itself, swirling with colors that shouldn't exist. "What is it?" Gloop asked, its body forming a question mark shape. Zork leaned forward, his compound eyes widening. I think it's what the humans encountered, the cosmic entities they mentioned." As they watched, the anomaly seemed to pulse, as if it were alive. Strange shapes moved within it, defying all known laws of physics. Should we? Should we go in? Blip asked, her voice trembling. Zork hesitated. Everything in his scientific training told him to be cautious, to observe from a safe distance. But then he remembered the Core's words about curiosity and the human spirit of exploration. "Prepare the ship," he said, his voice firm. "We're going in." As Hope's Horizon approached the anomaly, the ship's systems began to fluctuate. Alarms blared, and the holographic displays flickered wildly. "Captain," Gloop gurgled urgently, "our sensors are going crazy. The laws of physics, they're breaking down." Zork gripped his chair tightly, his exoskeleton tingling with a mix of fear and excitement. "Hold on, everyone. We're about to go where no one has gone before." With a blinding flash of light and a sensation of reality twisting around them, Hope's Horizon plunged into the anomaly. The alien team felt themselves stretched and compressed, their very atoms seeming to dance to an impossible rhythm. And then, suddenly, everything went quiet. As the light faded and their vision cleared, they found themselves in a place beyond imagination. Structures of impossible geometry floated in a sea of living light, and in the distance they saw something that made their hearts soar with hope and disbelief. The human fleet, intact but changed, hovered before them. And beyond that, beams of pure energy moved in patterns that seemed to shape reality itself. Zork realized, with a mixture of awe and trepidation, that they had just taken their first step into a realm where the line between science and magic no longer existed. Their true journey, and the key to humanity's fate, lay ahead. Captain Zork and his team stood on the bridge of Hope's Horizon, their eyes wide with wonder. Before them, the human fleet floated in a sea of living light. Massive ships, transformed by their time in this strange realm, pulsed with an energy that defied understanding. It's incredible," Blip whispered, her tentacles waving in awe. Gloop bubbled excitedly, its gelatinous body forming intricate patterns. "But where are the humans? And what are those beings?" Around the fleet, entities of pure energy moved in complex dances. They seemed to be both part of and separate from the fabric of reality itself. Suddenly, a voice echoed through their minds. It wasn't sound, but pure thought. "Welcome, travelers. We have been expecting you." A figure appeared on their bridge, a shimmering, translucent form that looked almost human, but not quite. Zork stepped forward, his antennae twitching nervously. "Who? What are you?" The figure smiled, an expression of infinite kindness. "We are what humanity has become. And you, brave explorers, are the answer to a question we've been asking for eons." The alien team exchanged confused glances. Zork spoke again. "I don't understand. We came to rescue humanity, to bring them home." The figure's smile widened. "And in a way, you have. But let us show you what has truly happened." In an instant, the alien team found themselves transported. They floated in space, watching as the history of humanity unfolded before them. They saw the human fleet arrive in this realm, encountering the energy beings. They witnessed the initial fear and confusion give way to curiosity and wonder. And then they saw the transformation. Humanity faced a choice, the figure explained: to remain as they were, bound by physical form, or to evolve into something more. The aliens watched in awe as humans merged with the energy beings, becoming creatures of pure consciousness. They saw centuries pass in moments, witnessing the growth and expansion of this new form of life. "But if you're so advanced now," Blip asked, "why did you need us?" The figure's expression turned solemn. "Because in our evolution, we lost something precious, our connection to our roots, to the physical world we came from. We needed a bridge between what we were and what we've become." Zork's compound eyes widened with understanding. "Earth. The signal. It was all to bring someone here." "Yes," the figure nodded. "To remind us of our origins and to help us decide our future." Suddenly, they were back on the bridge of Hope's Horizon. But now, The ship was filled with shimmering forms, evolved humans watching the alien team with curiosity and warmth. One of them stepped forward. "We've learned so much, seen wonders beyond imagination. But we've also realized the value of what we left behind. Our history, our planet, our physical existence." Another spoke up. "Some of us wish to return, to reconnect with our roots. Others want to continue exploring the cosmos in this new form. But we needed you to remind us of the importance of both paths." Zork felt overwhelmed. Their simple rescue mission had turned into something far greater, a reunion of cosmic proportions, a bridge between two forms of existence. "So what happens now?" he asked, his voice filled with emotion. The first figure smiled again. "Now we have a choice to make, and we'd like you to be part of it. Will you help us reconnect with our past and shape the future of two civilizations?" The alien team looked at each other, seeing the same mix of excitement and determination in each other's eyes. They had come seeking answers and found a whole new set of questions, but they also found something more, a chance to be part of something truly extraordinary. Zork stepped forward, standing tall despite his trembling antennae. "We would be honored," he said, his voice strong and clear. As evolved humans and aliens began to mingle, sharing stories and ideas, Zork realized that this was more than just a rescue mission or a scientific expedition. It was the beginning of a new chapter in the cosmic story of life, a tale of evolution, reunion, and the endless possibilities that await when different forms of life come together in understanding and cooperation. The journey that began 500,000 years ago, with humanity's departure from Earth, had come full circle. And now, with the help of a group of curious alien explorers, it was about to take an even more incredible turn. As Hope's horizon prepared for its journey back to Earth, carrying with it the seeds of a new future, Zork knew that the true adventure was just beginning.